time for another technique video. This month for February, I am thinking warm sunshine, beach. I am tired of winter and I'm ready for summer to be on our doorsteps. So I've got a nice, fun, beachy card this month with a cute little scalloped shell on the front. And then you open it up and it's a little pop-up card. It's using a wonderful new stamp set from Michelle Perquette. I love her mermaid stamp sets, or her mermaid images. This stamp set is Mermaid Kisses. It is just so sweet, and I know you're going to love it. This month we've also got a new glitter for you. It is called Surf. It's a blend of chunky and ultrafine glitter, and we're going to learn a new technique also called Bokeh. It's a photography technique, and we're going to use it in our card making as this sparkly spotted background that is just highlighted with more sparkle. So let's get started. Head on over to my desk and we'll start stamping. Okay, so here is a closer look at the card. It's got this cute little scalloped shell card on the front, and mermaid kisses and starfish wishes, and this beautiful sparkly bokeh background. And then on the inside we have the same background with the mermaid as she is dimensionalized and pops forward on the card. So let's go ahead and get started on how to create our card this month. We are going to start with the background. Now in your kit you're going to have your background vanilla. I love the softness of the creamy browns and the soft blues. So we're going to take this and we're going to use desert sand and summer sky memento inks. You can use a soft blue and brown of whatever you have, but you're going to use a dauber with both of these inks, and we're going to start with the desert sand. And what you're going to do is ink up the dauber, starting in the center of your card. Just use your dauber and then pull it out to the side, or out to the edges. And I am using a twisting motion when I am laying my ink down, just because it gives it a nice soft circle around the edges. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with the blue. And again, you want to start in the middle. Your ink is going to be the most concentrated on your first stamp. So, and since the middle is going to be covered anyway, and your darkest color is in the center of your picture, your focus. So it doesn't matter that it's a little bit darker there. And we're just going to go ahead and evenly put your spots down. Now we're ready to add the sparkle layer. This time you will get a new dauber in your kit, and you're going to use the dimensional glue from your kit last month. We're going to learn a new way to use it this month, and I'm just using an acrylic block, and I'm going to take my lid off and just put a big dollop of glue on your. You just want something where you can pick up the glue with your dauber. So what we're going to do is you want to load up the dauber with the glue, but you don't want it sloppy and gloppy. You just want to pull out some of the glue, and when you pull it out like this and thin it, it's going to dry pretty quick on your card. So we're going to work in like 4 spots at a time. Then we're going to go ahead and use our coffee filter, and this is the beautiful Surf glitter. It's a beautiful mix of the blues and browns from the beach, and it's chunky and ultrafine. So I'm going to load up a little bit more glue on my sponge. Whoa. And go ahead and go off of your card. Again, do about 4 spots, and then cover them with glitter. And make sure you keep putting your glitter back in and dumping it from the bottle, because you do want to dump it and not let it fall off of the card, because you will get varying amounts of different glitter. If you get one that's out of shape here, you can kind of take your fingernail and push the ink back in, or the glue, and kind of clean it up a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and keep adding my glue dots. Is the front cover. Now you're going to go in and do the same thing. This is the inside card, and it's just a little bit smaller than your card front. That's going to fit inside, and you're going to do the same technique on the inside of that card. Okay, so now we're ready. We're going to set that aside and just let our glue dry a little bit now, and we'll move on to our scalloped front. Oh, and this glue, it is water soluble, so when you're done, go ahead and take it to the kitchen sink, wash it off, wash your dauber off. You can use it again, not a problem. Okay, so we're going to take the vanilla scalloped circle, and we're going to use a piece of terrific tape. This is the 1/2 inch, and you're going to go across. We're going to cut off 2 of the scallops to make the flat part of the scallop card. So we're going to go just beyond those 2 scallops and put your tape down, and then we're going to go ahead and lay that down on your blue circle, and then where you taped it up at this end, you're going to go ahead and take your scissors and cut from one scallop to the other. So you're cutting off 2 of the scallops. Okay, so that's going to create your card then, and then you can go ahead and take that and fold it back. Go ahead and crease it, and then that creates your card for your front. And then what I did was took the Summer Sky ink, and you're going to go ahead and daub the edges of the scallop. Stamp it. So we're going to use in the kit the Mermaid Kisses, and we're going to stamp that with rich cocoa. And we're going to go ahead and stamp it on the right hand side, and I stamped it a little bit at an angle, not straight up and down. And then you're going to take the starfish, and we're going to stamp that on here as well, off to the side. And then you can go ahead and color that, and your jute bow is going to be glued right up to the top center here. And I did actually stamp that little starfish down here on the inside as well. So there you have that. So that's what's going to go on the front of the card. And I colored mine with Copics, so you can do that as well. The glue should be dry, so let's move on to the inside of the card. This is the inside, and what you're going to do is go ahead and close it the way it's going to fold in the card. And to create the pop-up part, you're going to cut 2 slits in it. And these slits are going to be about a half an inch long and about a half an inch apart. So maybe like a little square there. And you're going to take that and go ahead and fold that part that you just cut down. So then when you open up your card, you can push this through, and that creates the pop-up part, and that's where the mermaid is going to sit. Okay? So now what you're going to do is you're going to stamp your mermaid, and you're going to color her. So I have stamped her and colored her, and she is going to go down on the front of this little pop-up. So I'm going to use a little piece of the half-inch terrific tape, put it down there, and I'm actually going to fold that up so I can make sure she gets in there straight. And press that down. Okay, and now we're going to do the clouds that are up on the top. Okay, so you're going to take your clouds and you're going to go ahead and sponge the edges of both of your clouds. And then on the bigger of the two, you're going to take the rich cocoa ink and the Believe stamp and stamp it on the cloud. And then you can go ahead and I used a little piece of tape to go ahead and stick that on there. And you can color your stars as well. This is going to go on with your dimensional tape. Your clouds are. I'm just going to put a dimensional in the back there, and then that is going to go up on your card. And then down here on the base of your card, I stamped this scalloped image. So go ahead and line that up on your block, and you're going to use the rich cocoa again with this one. And just down at the bottom center. And then you can go ahead and color that as well. And then we're ready to go ahead and put this part in the card. So let's go ahead and put our adhesive on the back side. And I'm going to use the half-inch tape. And you want to make sure you get all of it taped well. I like to put tape on all of the sides of my card. I don't like gaps forming in my card when I'm putting my cardstock down. And I'm actually going to put a piece right above the cut on both sides. Okay, and I'm only going to take off one side at a time to lay it in my card. So I'm going to take my card front, and I've got the bottom side. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and fold it in half. I took it off, the release tape off of one side. I'm going to line it up in here and lay it down. And then I'm going to go ahead and take off the top part and then close my card on that side. So there is my card then. Now we're ready to put on the front, and we're going to put our Bokeh, sparkly Bokeh background down. And again, I'm going to put tape down on all four sides. I'm using the 1/2 inch. And then that's going to go down on the front. And then we get to put our scallop in the middle. Where'd my scallop go? And that's going to go down here in the front. And again, I'm going to put a couple pieces of tape down there because I want it to stay in place. Okay. And then you will have your finished card, nice and colored with your stamp in there. And then your inside nicely colored. And your clouds and your little mermaid. A nice little dimensional pop-up beachy summer card. Hope you enjoy this month's kit, and I will see you again next month. Happy stamping!